Good morning. How are you? Hope that you guys are doing well today. Well, there we go. We are going to be working on the Dolphin today for our sea creature series that we've been working on. So let me pull the ones we've done so far. So we've done the turtle. Hey, Stacy Lee, how's it going? We have done the octopus and we have done the hermit crab. And we will be working on the dolphin today. So if you guys are looking to learn how to do watercolor, or you want to do this series with me, we're going to be drawing it, painting it, the whole thing. It sounds like it was terrible. So I am going to share this live out really quickly to everybody because I didn't have a chance to do it this morning. And then I lost track of time and didn't realize what time it was. And then I was like, wait, I need to hop on live. So, my allergies are really giving me a fit today. So you guys will have to be patient with me this morning with my hacking and coughing. Try not to, but it generally will act up if I'm talking for long periods of time. Okay, so let me get you guys on my holder here so that I can thank you so much for that heart me and that gift. The roses, Stacy Lee. I appreciate that so much. You're such a sweetheart. Also for doing my mod. You're so great about that. I'm so thankful for you. Okay, so I have to be off of here because I have lunch planned with my mom and my daughter because we have a restaurant in town that has been a staple in our town forever, and it has sold, and their last day is, I think, tomorrow. So we are going to eat and get our fix of this amazing queso dip that they make before they close down. So I have to make that. So we're going to have to kind of get going on this. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of like explanation as far as products and stuff go. But if you have a question about a product that you want to know about, please let me know. And I'm happy to talk about it. Otherwise, we're just going to jump right into it. And we're going to do our dolphin. Let me pull that picture up for you guys because I want you guys to be able to have it as a reference. So let me pull it up really quickly so that you guys know what we are doing today. All right. It is going to be this cute little guy right here. Hold on, let me get that out of here. So this is what we're going to be working on today. Super cute. So we'll be using that cerulean blue for the background and probably just a more pigmented cerulean blue for the rest of it. So that is what we are working on today. So everybody go ahead and take your screenshots if you need to, because we are going to be getting started fairly quickly because I need to get this done and be able to be out of here on time for my lunch date with my mom. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and tape it off so that we've got our borders. I'm using the washi tape that it's a very inexpensive washi tape, guys. This is the one that I'm using, and it comes, you get 60 rolls of this washi tape in a box. So it's very inexpensive, which is why I use it, on top of the fact that it gives me really clean lines. So if you prefer washi tape, but you don't want to use your expensive washi tape, this box comes with 60 rolls of washi, and you don't have to feel bad about using it and then throwing it in the trash because it is cute and functional and inexpensive. So there's all of that. All right, let's see if we can Get that down. All right. Okay, so you guys, who's ready to go ahead and get going on this? I am ready to start. Me too, Mom. I am looking forward to it. I am ready for some queso dip. All right, let me turn this AC off because it's blowing right on my face. And I was hot, but now I'm cold. So, all right, and I'm going to move you guys over here so y'all can see a little bit better how to draw this. Now we're going to be using our Meeden tube paints, of course. I have them in a palette form because I put them there. We're going to be using our Meeden brushes, Meeden paper, and we're going to be using the Golden Maple detail brush set. I do have flash sale codes for the Golden Maple set, so do not pay full price if you decide you want to purchase that set. I will start a flash sale for you, and you can get a really good price on those, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. I know that several people who normally paint with me are not in here just yet, but I need to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be using my pencil set from NYX. I'll be using the 0.5. This is a great pencil set. It has all the sizes that you need for mechanical pencils. You get your 0.5, you get your 0.7, 0.9, 2.0s. You get 3 of those. You get all of your leads and your soft and hard leads. You also get 3 of these erasers, a kneaded eraser, extra erasers for your pencils, and then some colored lead for your 2.0. So this is a really good pencil set. I love a mechanical pencil set because it helps me to be much more consistent in my line work. So that is what I will be using today. All right. So we're going to draw this little guy. Actually, we're going to do a background first. So let me grab my water. I had it over here because I was coloring and I moved it out of the way while I was doing my coloring. Okay. So we're going to take some clear water and we're just going to put it on our entire page for our background. Okay. And we're going to use that cerulean blue, or I'm going to use the cerulean blue, which is the background color that I've used on all of these sea creatures. And I'm going to put it all over the page. Okay, we all know, if you follow me at all for any length of time, you know how to do a background with me because this is how I do it every single time. But you're going to take your paper towel now. You're going to dry your brush off. You're going to pick up the color. You're going to go from top to bottom with a dry brush. And then you're going to go from left to right with a dry brush every time, or a wiped brush every time. And then you're going to go from right to left. Okay, this is why you need a really good paper, because it will start to tear or peel up if you don't have a good paper when you put that much water on it. So now it's going to look almost white, and that's fine. That's what we want. Okay, we want our background to look white, but then when we peel the tape, it's going to have that border around it. So you can see how that has that border on it. That's what it's going to look like when we peel the tape. But it's not going to interfere with our image that we're going to paint on here because it's too light to be able to see or notice that. Okay. All right. Once it's dry, we're going to take our pencil and we're going to start drawing. And our little guy is like he's coming up out of the water. So we are going to start with his little fin down here. And it just kind of goes out to a point. So we're going to, it's kind of like you would draw a leaf on a plant. And you want to make sure that it comes to a tip there. That was kind of a little bit too much. It was too rounded. There we go, like that. Okay, so that's the tail that comes in. And then from that, we're going to come up here the same way. And then we're going to just kind of round that and bring it around. Okay, so that gives us our little tail. And then we're just going to come up and around with his belly. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me get... Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, now we're going to, his mouth is going to come in here. So let's go ahead and bring that mouth in and up so we kind of know where it's going to be. And we can do the nose. So the nose is going to come out and around, kind of like a teardrop. Okay, so there's the nose. Kind of a big nose. And then the head starts about a quarter of the way down from the nose, and it's going to go up and over. And then you're going to have the little upper fin. That's a little funky. Let me try that again. I should have turned my page and I didn't. There we go. All right. Now we're going to draw that little back fin, which is going to kind of come down like this. And then in like that. And then the back of the body is going to come all the way down like this. And then we're going to have this back fin right here. Okay, and this is going to be the water. Got it? All right, so we have a little bit of a hole there, which is the blowhole. We're going to have the mouth is going to kind of come in like this. And we'll have our tongue there. And then we're going to have our eye right here. Like that. Okay. Not bad. And we're going to have a big splash all around us. So we'll worry about that when we put the details in. So there is our little dolphin. He's cute. I think this little fin right here looks a little weird. Let me see if I can fix that. I think it needs to be bigger. So we're going to go, yeah, need to be bigger. All right. Cute. All right, let's go ahead and put some color on him and get him going. We're going to be using the Meeden tube paints, which are right here. Now, these paints, guys, are, they're in a tube. Okay, so they look like this. Okay, they're in a tube. But what I have done is take them and put them into a pan because I like to have pan paints. I like to be able to access all my colors at once. I don't like to have to pull one color at a time or, you know, whatever. So I got this empty pan and that's what I put mine in. But if you are into doing just regular tube paints, you can, you know, use a palette and do all that. That's fine too. But when you're looking at these, they don't look like tube paints, but they are. So I'm going to take my Meeden #1 brush, which is, where is it? I always am, that is the one brush because I use it so much and I never put it where I need it, where it's supposed to be. I'm always looking for it. Let me see where it's in here somewhere. It's short too, so I don't always have access to it. I'm going to have to grab another one. I'm going to grab my grandson's that I got him for Christmas. It's the same. It's the Meeden #1. But I don't have time to search for it today. I'm in a hurry this morning, so I'm going to just use his today. So I'm using the meat in number 1. As you can tell, his still has the meat in on it. Mine does not. Mine is all worn off because I've used it so much. And I'm going to dip into this cerulean blue, which is what we used for our initial background. And he's going to have like a little, he has like a little whitish area that goes like through here. Okay. So, oh, we forgot to draw his fin right here. He's got a fin that comes out like this. And so this area right here is going to kind of be like a light blue and white area. So we're not going to put any paint there, but we're going to go ahead and put this blue all over in a very light layer all over everything else. Okay. So we're going to just cover it all with this light blue color. I've been looking forward to doing the dolphin because I think he's cute. Plus, this is kind of a monochromatic, so this will kind of show you guys how you can use one color in so many different ways, because you're going to end up with, and it's all basically the same blue, but we're just using it or pigmenting it based on how much water we give, like we put in it. So we're going to draw this kind of white belly as we go, and it's going to hook right here at the mouth, so we don't want to go past that. We're just going to give it this blue base. If it comes in a little dark, just add some water and spread it out, and that's going to make it a lighter blue. So you don't have to panic if you get too much of it on there. And then just go ahead and keep adding it all into the areas that you want it. Now in his nose, there's a small little area that we want as a highlight. So I'm going to pick some of this up right here by drying my brush and just picking that up. Okay. And the rest is going to be this light blue color. Now, while it is wet, we want to put in some clear water in this belly area. Okay, so that this kind of blends. So now we have that blend. And we're going to go in with just a little bit of this blue right, oops, that's a little bit too much. Let me wipe it off. Right along the edge here. Not a lot, just enough to give it a little blue, okay? Now dry your brush and go ahead and go all the way along here and pick up that color, because we want it to be white, but we don't want it to be so white that it looks like a background. So we want it to have a little bit of a tint to it, okay? Now we're going to go in with this dark blue, and we're going to draw that kind of line along there. Okay, and now we're going to wet our brush, and we're going to spread that back so we have more of an actual definition of that area that we want to be white. But we don't want any harsh lines, so we want to make sure we blend it out. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and dry that. That's our first layer. Oh, you know what? We didn't do the back fin. Let's get the back fin done. Sorry, I missed this one. I don't know how I missed it, but I did. All right, perfect. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and dry this up. And once it's dry, we'll start adding in our shading, okay? All right. So in order to do our shading, we're going to use the Golden Maple detail brushes. Okay, the detail brushes right here by Golden Maple are normally, this is my favorite detail brush set. I love this brush set. It has 20 different brushes in it, and it has your flats, your rounds, your fan brush, your angled brushes. It's got your liners, everything, and it comes in a case. They're really nice birchwood handles. They're short, so you can control your strokes. They don't have a they have a no rust ferrule, so you're not going to get rusty stuff all in your water. They literally, this metal will not rust. I'm not sure what it is, but it won't rust. And they're super tight, so they don't shed, which is nice. Okay, so we're going to use these this morning. There is a flash sale on these. This price is good for the next 20 minutes, and it is only good on my live. So this is the cheapest that you will find these brushes on TikTok. So if you're looking for a good detail brush set, then this is definitely a brush set for you. Okay. All right, we're going to use I'm using the 20. Oh no, I'm using the 12. And I'm going to grab some of that blue, and we're going to start adding that in to where we want to have some shadows. I'm going to darken up an area right through here. So I'm just going to put some clear water there to kind of give me a guide on where I want that darkness to kind of go. And then I'm going to go ahead and add water in those areas. I'm going around this fin because I don't want that to be too dark. And so this is just water. Just clean, clear water is all I'm doing right here. Around this fin and along this line here to kind of make that shape. Okay. And then we're going to add in some of this dark. Okay. And go ahead and rinse your brush and spread that out along where you want it to be. You want to go up into that head. And then I want to go right along the base of the fin, right here, this bottom part, and along the edge. So every time I drop the color in, I clear my brush and get clear water and kind of spread that out so that it has that shadow look, okay? The only time I don't is when I just want to kind of have a liner, which is right here. I want to line this with that darker right along here, but I don't want it to spread, so I did it with a dry brush, okay? Same thing with the ear, or not ear, but the fin that's right here. Looks like an ear to me, but it's not. We're going to go in right here. and just give that a little bit of a line. And then I'm going to rinse my brush, and I'm going to bring some of this up into here. It's going to kind of spread it up just a little bit right along here. So that's going to give that a shadow. Okay. Now we want a little bit along the nose here. Right here. Okay, so we got a little shadow going along the nose, and then go ahead and add water into the nose right down here, and we will add in a shadow at the base. Doing that little highlight on the top of the nose that we talked about earlier. All right. Make sure everything's blended and we don't have any harsh lines. And we're going to have a little bit of a shadow right up underneath this fin here. I'm going to go ahead and outline it, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of water and kind of spread that down. Okay, so now we have that shadow. Let's dry it. And we're going to do an outline of here. So we have that. We also want to have a little bit of a darker side on the left. So I'm going to make this just a little bit darker. So we have kind of this white little shade right there of that fin. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and dry that. And we're going to get the mouth going over there. So it's going to be kind of first we're going to go with the tongue. So we're going to use the pink magenta for the tongue. And we're going to go all the way down with that. But we're going to end up with a little bit of a lighter side over here. So I'm going to pick up some of that color with a dry brush. Kind of give myself a little bit of a highlight there. So it kind of lightens up right on this right side. Just a little bit. And then we're going to go in with that same pink, but we're going to mix that with a really dark brown. So we have that pink tint to it, but the back of the mouth is going to kind of be dark. Now we're going to go all the way around it with our grabby. Actually, let's go ahead and do the water first. So what we're going to do with the water is we're going to take sections and we're going to kind of give it these dark waves. And then we're going to rinse our brush and we're going to just fill it in with a light blue. Actually, I'm not even filling it in. I'm just using water over what the things that are the waves that I made to kind of fill in that. Okay. And I think I'm going to want this to be dark too. Yep. Okay. Now we want some kind of splashes to be coming up. So I'm going to take my detail brush and I'm going to grab this same dark cerulean and I'm going to do some little splash lines like this coming off of him. Okay, so he's splashing water up. Okay, hey Kinder Kelly, how are you? Welcome in. I just saw your name come up. All right, so we have those little splashes there. And I think I want to switch now to my 20 in this set. And I'm going to do some outlining with that before we do the rest. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come along here with this. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. So this restaurant that is closing down in our town has been here, gosh, I mean, I was a kid. My daughter loved it growing up, and we eat there at least once a week, if not more than that. But they are closing, and they've sold to a franchise, so it will not be the same menu. And their queso, because it's a Mexican food restaurant, their queso is the best queso I've ever had in my entire life. They do something, I don't know, it's witchcraft, I swear. It is, they do something, and they won't share that recipe. And y'all, when this is gone, it's gonna, not the 19th is their last day in business, and our entire town is freaking out because nobody has the queso recipe. And if you ask anybody from our town, they will say best queso ever on the planet is this restaurant's queso. So we are going to go have lunch today for the last time before they close. And I am so sad because I have tried to replicate this queso so many times and I can't do it. So I know that I'm never going to have this queso again. And it makes me so stinking sad because they refuse to share it. And they're not even going to have, they don't even have any more restaurants. It's like they're just keeping it for themselves. They're not going to share it with any of us. I mean, I'm not kidding you when I say the whole town is freaked out about it. Yes, they will be, Kinder Kelly. I had the intentions of doing it last night, but I ended up going to bed. I was just so tired. So I'm going to try to get them done today. Okay. All right, so we have the outline done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our grabby pins and we're going to give it some details, and then we'll add our bubbles and all of that afterwards. So that flash sale, we still have about 5 minutes left on it. So if you grab those golden sorry guys, those golden maple brushes, and they're full price, let me know, and I'll make sure that I start that sale again, because I don't want you to pay full price when you can get them for cheaper. So just let me know. Don't check out if the flash sale's off, because I want you guys to be able to get that price. Okay. All right. We're going to be using the grabby multi-liners, and I'm going to be using the 01 and the 005, maybe, because I don't know where my 005 is. Oh, here it is. All right. It was right where it should be, in the pin holder. Duh. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do some of the detail work around his little head here. We're going to go in and we're going to just give it some detail work. So kind of some movement. Okay. This is going to kind of give him some movement. I need to turn this down so y'all can see this better. Sorry. Okay. Now let's get his little eyeball there. And then his other one we're going to do with this 01. Because we want it to be a little bit thicker. Okay, cute. Look how cute he is. All right, so we got that detail in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some bubbles. I'm hesitant to do the big bubble that's around the back of him. I think I'm just going to do some larger ones just kind of coming up. Right here, we'll do a really good size one right here. Okay, so we're going to do that by doing a really dark line and then getting some clear water and just kind of dragging that out and around. Okay. Just like that. Just using clear water to push this color around to make these bubbles. Thanks, Mom. Hey, Babs, how's it going? Yeah, Kinder Kelly, I'll try to get those up this afternoon. I really meant to do it yesterday, and I just have been a little overwhelmed with other things. I'm going to have one coming up from back here like this. A big one. This one scares me. I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to use my other brush for this. Okay, that's not terrible. I was a little worried about doing that. All right, let's try one right near it. Oh, shoot. I don't want to do that. There we go. Better. Oh, that looks good. I was so worried about that. Thank you, Babs. He's so cute. I'm really loving him. All right, let's go ahead and get some shading done on him, and then we'll do some splattering. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use today for my shading, I'm going to be using the Color Colored Pencils, my favorite set. They are on sale, guys. So if you have been wanting to grab this, they're on sale. So he does, doesn't he, Mom? He looks so happy. He's just playing around in the ocean, splashing. I love it. Okay, we are going to use, let's see, what colors? Definitely this one. This is the pale blue. The light sky blue. I just want to make sure this is the color I want to use. I don't know if I want to use that or this. I think I'm going to use this one and the cyan. Okay, so let me sharpen this one. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Let's give him his cheek. I'm going to take some clear water and right up underneath his eye right here, I'm going to make a circle of clear water. And I'm going to drop in some of this pink. I don't want it to be too much, so. There we go. All right, let's try that. His little cheek. It's got a little bit, it's got a few little harsh lines around it that I don't like, but. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to take our blues, and we are going to, I still am not sure if I want to use, I know I want to use these two. I really think I'm going to have to use this one. Okay, so what I have here is pale blue, cyan, and light cyan blue. Okay, on the pale blue, where we want our shadows to go, we're going to go right up underneath here for our shadows. Okay, we're doing a light pressure, medium pressure, heavy pressure. I'm on medium pressure right now. And now I'm on heavy pressure. Okay, so that just kind of gives that shadow right there. Looks good. Now we're going to do that same thing with our shadow right here at the nose. Okay. Right here, let me sharpen this. Medium pressure. And heavy pressure. Let me kind of define this out a little bit. Okay. Go right along here a little bit with this. And right along here, just a little bit. I'm just kind of defining out some of these shapes with this lighter blue. And bringing it all together. Okay. I'm going to take my white and blend this a little bit through here. And right here. Oh, that looks good. Yes, I will. Stacey Lee, this is the picture right here. There you go. Kinder Kelly reached fan level 8. Yay. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Y'all don't forget to grab your engagement points. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go, let's see, right here. Here. I just love how these pencils bring out all the details. They just, all of a sudden, it just comes to life when you add in these shadows. All right, we're going to go in right here also. This is a smaller area, so we don't have to do as many layers, but so I'm going in with medium to heavy pressure the first time through. And then I'm going to blend it with this lightest color. And then, where did my white go? Oh, duh. It's in my pencil sharpener. All right. Let's see if we can give it some white little highlights right here on the ear. Let me get my... And then there we go. He looks good. All right. What do you guys think? I think he's super cute. I feel like his cheek is a little too much. Let me get his little cheek kind of blended out some. I feel like that's overkill. There we go. Got that lightened up. That's better. Okay. Now, we need to do some splatters on him. No worries, Stacey Lee. You're good. Okay. let's go ahead and get some splatters. So I'm going to reach in with this cerulean blue, get my brush loaded up. I don't want it to be too much, so I'm going to tap lightly. Matter of fact, I'm going to cover him because I don't want him to be... I don't want too much on him. That's going to be too much. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to splatter. Just a few little small splatters. That looks good. I need to get a few right here. There we go. All right. Hey, Talia. It's all right. I'll upload you. Thank you so much for the heart me. I'm glad you stopped in. I was wondering where you were. I figured you were probably busy this morning doing something. All right. So let's dry him and we will peel the tape. I think he turned out stinking cute, y'all. I don't know. He might be one of my favorites at this point. Look at the gorgeous frame. We had a little bit of a leakage there. That's strange. I don't normally get that, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Look at him. Oh my gosh. He is so cute. So stinking cute. I love him. Okay, so that's the fourth one in this series that we've done, guys. We have, we did this little guy. And then we did this little guy. Then we did this little guy. And now we've got this little guy. So we have 4 of the 6 in this series. I think it's going to be a 7. I think it's going to be a 6 series, but I'm going to take the fish out and we're going to add in a seahorse maybe. So I want to do a seahorse. Thanks, Kinder. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, I think I'm loving this whole collection. What do you guys think? So cute. I really, really like it. And then, so we've done all, where is my gnome? Let me find him. Here, let me find him. Here he is. And this week. Now, how do we do that, y'all? Because we're only 4 days into the week. It is Thursday, right? Or is today Friday? Crap, I don't even know. Today's Friday. Oh, y'all, I'm losing my mind. Okay. Yes, today is Friday. So we've done all of these this week. So this has been our week. This one was done with gouache paints because we did that with the Golden Maple Stay Wet palette, which was great. I love that Stay Wet palette. If you're needing a Stay Wet palette, I have a really good flash sale for that. I'm happy to put it up for you guys if you're looking for a good Stay Wet palette to use for your gouache paints. But this was on Monday. Then on Tuesday, we did this cute octopus. On Wednesday, we did this cute hermit crab. He is growing on me, guys. I didn't like him at first, but he's growing on me. I think he's super cute. Then on Thursday, we did this cute turtle. Turtle. He's super cute. And then on today, Friday, we did this little guy, Mr. Dolphin. And he really turned out well. I was not expecting him to turn out as well as he did. I actually was a little concerned, not sure if I could pull him off because it was all monochromatic. It was all the same blue, including the background. But look how well that worked. You know, oh, I love your octopus, Talia. He was so cute. I love him. I love him. Yes, Jody, here is the creation right here. So he's, you know, not quite as squatty, I don't think. He's kind of up out of the water more if you compare him, but that's okay. I mean, obviously, it's my creation versus AI, so it's not going to be perfect, but it is close. So that was this week's. Now, guys, on Monday, I think I have something on Monday. Let me look at my calendar because for some reason I want to say Monday I had something to do, and no, it's the following Monday. So Monday I will be back at our 11 o'clock time. I'm going to try to pop on some over the weekend and do some product stuff. I did a coloring page yesterday afternoon in this Dreamy Escapes book. I got a book of 4 of these coloring books, and I've been trying to learn alcohol markers. So yesterday afternoon I popped on and I did this page. I haven't finished it yet, but I did this page with the ZSCM glitter pens and alcohol markers. I think it's turning out cute. It's not quite finished yet. Thank you for that heart puff. Oh my goodness, I love that one. It's one of my favorites. Thank you, Miss Talia. There's my heart back to you. So I popped on yesterday afternoon and did this, and I really like how I'm loving learning this new medium. It's definitely a learning curve because I'm not used to watercolors, but I'm not used to alcohol markers. But I'm loving it. So I might try to pop on and do some coloring this weekend. Also, I might pop on and do just some products that I love and just show you guys some products I love. I got a new set of colored pencils from Color, but they're just the mechanical pencil ones. And I really like them, but they're more for travel. So, I got those. I have some new Brighter Days or Brighter Year books that came in. Look at these. These are super, super cute. So I got some of those. Thank you so much, Stacy Lee, for those hearts. Y'all are so sweet. I love y'all. Thank you. Every time you guys send me gifts, it just makes my heart swell. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Definitely needs more Annie like yours. He needs more what? Talia? Annie? I'm confused. Stacy Lee, thank you for the roses and the heart puffs. Oh my gosh. My heart back to you. You're so sweet. Oh, I see. I like yours. I think yours is very, very, I think it's precious. So a matter of fact, I swear you should be teaching classes. Yours are always so good. So don't be such a critic. Don't be such a critic. Sorry, I'm trying to find these, Brighter Year books because they're so stinking cute. I think this is, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is it right here. This is their new collection. And so they just came out with this set. And look how cute they are. They have, this one is the Rooted and Resilient, and it's got all of like the plants. If you want to practice with a medium, whether it's alcohol markers or colored pencils or watercolors or anything, these little miniature books are great for that, because you have just a small little coloring page to do, and you can play around with whatever medium that you're using, and without, you know, using and ruining an entire like coloring book page if you're really working on it. So, oh, I hope you do too, Stacey Lee. So you guys, I have a, this is hard. I don't know how to say this without getting in trouble. Y'all check the links. I'm not supposed to say that word either. Let's see. On my TikTok page, under my BIEO, you will see a place where you can find me. There is, the one at the top is going to be my new monthly offering, and it will be classes that you guys can do with me. So, but it's not going to be on here. It's being restricted is really hard. So, but I'll post a video about it on my TikTok page. Wild, stay wild, wild wonders, gardening type stuff. So, I don't know, Jody. I don't think so, because these are not watercolor paper. These are really just coloring book papers. It's like a cardstock. So I don't think they make these for watercolors. That would be a really good product, though. I would buy that because I love to practice with these books. Mainly, I practice my colored pencils in these books because, and I also use like my glitter, ZSCM glitter pens in these to kind of play around. So that's what I use them for. But they make great gifts for like stocking stuffers at Christmas time. They also make really great gifts to put in like, you know, birthday gift bags and things like that. So if you're looking for something for a gift for an artist, these are great for that too. You can keep them with a little, you know, you can buy those cheap little packages of Crayolas at, you know, at the store, and you can put it with one of these, wrap a ribbon around it and give it to like a coworker, and they can keep it on their desk. And it's like a little 5-minute getaway at their desk if they need a quick creative break or something. These are great for stuff like that. So, I love A Brighter Year. I have most of their books. But this is their newest set. So really, really love that. Stacey Lee, yes. It's the Patreon link. But I can't really talk about it on here. So you guys can find me on other, any place across the internet. If you just go there. If you go to my TikTok page, it's all there. And then y'all can reach out to me in a different way, and I can talk about that for you. Okay. All right. I am going to pop off of here. I've got to change clothes and then run into town so that I can go have lunch with my mom and my daughter and my husband and all the things. So I will see you guys maybe sometime this weekend, but for sure, I will see y'all on Monday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be doing, maybe we'll try a seahorse to go with this collection since I don't have it in the main page. The only other thing that we have left is the crab, and I'm going to do that one last. So we'll do the seahorse on Monday. Jody, you have a wonderful weekend too. I will see you guys on Monday for our next tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial with this little guy right here. I think he's super cute. I am going to sign him while I'm thinking about it before I get off of here. And then I'm going to pop off and go have some lunch. Cute. He's a cute little guy. All right. Yes, the P one. Yep. We'll call it Pat. Yep, on the Pat. That's what I'll call it, the Pat. But I will be offering classes there. So, okay. All right. I will see you guys on Monday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Bye.